Hello and welcome back to our Bible in 1 Year series, where we share Bible stories one day at a time for 365 days. In this episode, we witness a turning point in human history, the moment Adam and Eve face temptation and make a choice that changes everything. Now listen to the story.
The Fall. In the beginning, a perfect garden bloomed, vibrant with life and laughter. God had created a man named Adam and a woman named Eve, placing them in this paradise called Eden. They walked with God, and their hearts were filled with joy and innocence. God gave them one simple rule: from any tree in the garden you may eat freely, but from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat from it, you will surely die. It was a promise of life, if they obeyed. But lurking in the shadows, a creature of cunning watched. Sly, the serpent, was more crafty than any other beast of the field. He saw their innocence and plotted to twist their perfect world. One day, Sly approached Eve when she was near the forbidden tree. "Did God really say, 'You must not eat from any tree in the garden'?" he hissed, his voice a silken whisper that seemed to dance on the breeze. Eve replied, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, 'You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.'" Sly chuckled, a dry, rustling sound. "You will not certainly die," he declared, his eyes glinting with mischief. "For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the fruit. It seemed so good for food, so pleasing to the eye, and so desirable for gaining wisdom. The promise of being like God echoed in her mind. With a trembling hand, she reached out and took the fruit. She bit into it, and a strange new sensation filled her. It wasn't the joy of innocence, but a sudden awareness, a feeling of being exposed. Then she offered some to Adam, who was with her. He too ate. Immediately, their eyes were opened, and they knew they were naked. Shame, a feeling unknown before, washed over them. They quickly sewed fig leaves together to make coverings. The perfect harmony of Eden was broken. The world had changed, and the shadow of sin had fallen upon it, forever altering their path. In the cool of the day, the voice of the Lord God echoed through the garden. "Adam, where are you?" Filled with a new, terrible fear, they hid. When found, Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed Sly. God then spoke, first cursing Sly to crawl on its belly, and then pronouncing consequences for Eve, pain in childbearing and her husband's rule. To Adam, God declared that the ground would be cursed, and he would toil with sweat and thorns until he returned to dust. Though their sin brought judgment, God, in his mercy, made them garments of skin, a tender covering for their shame. But paradise was no longer their home. To prevent them from eating from the tree of life and living forever in their fallen state, God banished them from Eden. At the garden's eastern gate, he placed mighty cherubim and a flaming sword, forever guarding the path to the tree of life. The door to innocence was closed, and a new, arduous journey into the world began.
The fall reminds us of the weight of choices and the mercy of God, who still promises redemption. Join us tomorrow as we discover how the story of hope continues. Please like, share, and leave us your comments. We would like to hear from you.